Hey guys, welcome back to the Let's Play of the Elder Scrolls Skyrim on the channel L555 Core. Today we're going to be continuing off with our adventure with Forfan of Ystad. Let's get into it. So from the previous episode we left off in resting up in Gertrude and Hod's house after being set loose from the chopping block from a dragon. So unexpected turn of events there, from being 1 minute to being next to dead to next now alive, breathing, kicking, and all as well. When we were speaking with Gertrude and Hod, they were asking us to let the nearest town and Jarl know about the dragon attack, as news hasn't seemed to got out yet. So that's where we're going to continue off here, our friend Ralof that we escaped with. So let's begin our adventure and head towards the town of Whiterun. So those who don't know, Whiterun is the first major town that you visit in the Skyrim series. Is a bit of a key point, quite central on the map, gives you easy access to all round other areas, so it's a pretty good place to set up a base, and that's where we're going to be heading to next. So I'll just show you where it is on the map. So we are currently here in Riverwood, so we're going to be heading northwards towards Whiterun. Just so you get an overall scale of the map, here's some of the other major cities of Solitude, Morthal, Dawnstar, Winterhold, Windhelm, and I believe there's one in the corner here, which is Riften, and that's basically Markarth, and down in this bottom corner is Falkreath. So quite a big area. As I said, Whiterun's pretty much smack bang in the middle, gives you easy access to all around wherever you need to go. So let's begin our adventure by heading northward. We've got the marker on our map, just going to be following that pretty much and going along the road here. Still equipped with our bow and arrow, and in our favourites we have our iron war axe as well. So from the last episode, decided that we're going to be keeping the archer idea going as well. I am also going to be... Sorry, I just heard something there. I'm also going to be using one-handed weapons with a shield when the need arises. Let's made a run for it. Never mind, you get to live today. I'm going to be focusing on light armor, sneak, kind of an assassin-esque role. I think would be quite fitting towards here. Love the little torch bug. Keep him for later. That's small. Let's just jump over this. And we found some people here. What's going on here? Imperial soldier. Imperial soldier.
This should be good. Somebody help.
I'm not going to get involved with that because I don't think I can pick off a fight with 3 to 1, to be honest. So we're going to keep going forward here. When we look over yonder, that'll be Whiterun there. Looks a glorious, glorious city, town, whatever it is. Either way, same thing, same difference. So this is another great big mountain actually. I always quite like the changing scenery and weather in Skyrim. Makes it that more realistic feel. Be an interesting game if they ever done a VR of. Got that in the Oculus Rift or anything like that. Pretty interesting, pretty fun I reckon. Since the last Let's Play, I have actually installed the disc to the Xbox. Stop some of the little glitchiness. If you remember our dead friend that stood bolt upright, which was rather eerie. So hopefully that should fix any further issues like this. Now, how do we get in here again? This escapes me. I think of path there. Goes round that way, so it must be this way. yeah, so as I said, I've installed this to the Xbox this time, so hopefully there should be a lot less glitchiness running through it. I'll try and edit out any other freezes and things like that I can if they do occur. However, don't foresee there should be a lot of problems. So let's just have a quick look. Looks like we're coming up to the stables of Whiterun, which is always an indication near the front door. Must have overshot it slightly. There we go. Whiterun stables discovered. So, from the feedback from the first one, I'm going to be keeping the Let's Plays episodes a bit shorter than what they were previously. I know the first one is a bit of an introduction as well, and it's a bit of a long tutorial as such, but we'll try and shorten them down a bit for you, so it keeps you all entertained as well, instead of going through every last bit of dross that I ramble through. Oh, what's our friend?
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
Funny that. Yeah. Let's have a quick look. So, Riverwood calls for the Jarl's aid. I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack. Giving him money to change his mind. Stand aside or else. I think we'll just do the Riverwood calls aid.
You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach at the top of the hill.
Okay, so let's just walk on in. And here we are, Whiterun discovered. So,
takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an
Looks
order
to be-
that size on my own.
looks to be an armory there. And it looks a nice little town, easy to walk through. Seems that news has hit Whiterun of the recent dragon attack. You know, something as big as a dragon, I think news would travel fast with that. So, Dragon Reach, she said, was up the top, which looks to be this lovely palace looking building. I'll have a quick run up here. More soldiers. Let's go into Dragon's Reach. So, this is Dragon's Reach. Again, one place.
Nothing?
Oh.
My lord,
Accident.
please.
Oh,
This is no
Why-
time for
what?
rash action. I just think we need more information
Okay, here's
before we
Japanese
act.
to take out.
I just...
Well, I trust you have something vitally important to tell me. Important enough to interrupt me in the middle of council?
How about a dragon? A dragon has destroyed Helgen. Gerda is afraid Riverwood is next. I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack. We'll
Gerda
do this.
owns the lumber mill, if I'm not mistaken. Pillar of the community. Not prone to flights of fancy. And you're sure Helgen was destroyed by a dragon? This wasn't some Stormcloak raid gone wrong?
Do you know something? I can say for sure. So, I was there, I saw the dragon. Yes, I had a great view while the Imperials were trying to cut off my head.
Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen?
Massive explosion, meters from the ground, dragon appeared. The dragon destroyed Helgen, and I last saw it heading this way.
By
Seems to get a point
Ysmir,
across.
Irileth was right! What do you say now, Prometheus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If
The
that
Jarl
dragon
of
is
Vulcan
lurking in the
will view
mountains...
that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people.
That's right, you
Irileth,
shut it.
send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be
Yeah.
best.
Off you go, little bit.
Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps? Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
No, not really rumours. Not anymore. You know, big fire-breathing dragon came swooping down, destroyed Helgen. Can't really call that a rumour, can you? Honestly. Some Jarls. All power, no brain. So it must be this job.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better than fetch. So, alright, when we're going? And
Straight
what
to
am I
the point,
fetching?
eh? No need for
Yep.
tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Okay.
An
What
old
can you
tomb,
tell me about
built
Bleak
by
Falls
the ancient
Barrows?
Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there.
Right. Well, I think that was the place that Ralof actually pointed out when we were going towards Riverwood, so I have a rough idea what it is anyway.
Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources.
So that's how you know it is, isn't it? Rather than sources, right? Okay. There's a lot of questions here.
Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be.
It certainly would, but it looks like we've got somewhere to go.
Off to
This
Bleak
is
Falls
priority
Barrow
now.
with you. The Jarl is
Anything we
not a
can use to
patient
fight
man.
this dragon
Neither
or
am I,
dragons.
if you think of it.
We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Well, let's go then. Going from criminal, apparently, to then being indebted by a town. Now, I don't really want to keep quick travelling everywhere because that's not going to keep it entirely clean. You're going to miss out some little side adventures that pop up along the way. So I'm going to keep walking at places. If it gets a bit tedious, I'll just cut them out and basically quick travel there. But as our next mission is, it states we have to go to Bleak Falls Barrow. So that's where I'm going to be heading off to next, just so we can see where it is on the map. So you said it was near Riverwood, so Riverwood's here, a pointer arrow marker's up here, which means this little marker here is for Bleak Falls Barrow. So I'm going to be heading over that way. If I think of any useful conversation, I will obviously keep going, but if not, I will see you there. So I got some direct messages from the Facebook page L555 core, as well as I got a couple of direct messages through YouTube as well. People getting in contact, so I went into the page and such. So people asking why I've chosen this game to do a let's play of. Really, because it's one that I actually put the most time into when I was younger. I played this a lot when it first came out. It all really started with Oblivion. One of the better games that I think has came out for the Xbox and other platforms. So I've also quite liked how it's so open. You can really spend thousands of hours in here and not be bored. There's always missions to do, different quests. There's always something. I think going from Oblivion to Skyrim, they certainly did upgrade and advance along a lot of the quests and increase difficulties, things like that as well, which has actually just reminded me I need to make sure that we've got this on a decent enough setting that's going to be difficult enough for us. See, I'm not going to play it on novice, no way. So, of the options that we've got legendary, master, expert, adept, apprentice and novice in descending order, so I think we'll go somewhere in the middle. So legendary, 1, 2, 6. So let's just go for, I'm torn between expert and adept. I want it to be relatively difficult, but we'll go with adept just now. If I find it too easy, we can all step it up a bit more. So, as I was saying, I think Bethesda have done a really good job of Skyrim, hence it's still standing the test of time now. And who's this person?
Oh, thank goodness. I've been wandering alone for so long, I thought I'd never see another soul again.
Oh. Okay, what happened?
I was kidnapped by these bandits weeks ago. They locked me up in the towers near Mistwatch. I managed to pick the lock and slip out while the guards slept, but now I'm completely lost. Can you help me, please?
Yeah, sure, there's a town nearby. That way.
Oh, thank you. But I should be fine now that you've shown me the way. But those bandits have to be stopped.
You're right.
They're at Mistwatch. Here, let me show you on your map. If you can stop them, you'll be a true hero.
I think we should take care of that later on. After our adventure to Bleak Falls Barrow. Anyway, where was I? I've completely had a mind blank now. I think I was somewhere talking about Skyrim and how it stood how it stood test time. So, some giants over there. Yeah, it really, the amount of development they've put into it, I was really glad of, as it's kept me entertained for hundreds and hundreds of hours now. However, I did feel a little bit disappointed with Elder Scrolls Online. It wasn't really my type of game, to be honest. I'm more into this kind of role-playing game as opposed to... I just want to see if I get my arrows back. Role-playing game as opposed to any other kind of... Really? Okay, so I'm going to try and walk along the mountain now. Just try and save a bit of time travelling, but I didn't really... I bought the game... Oh Christ. Now, the one place I don't... God damn it. Right, back down off the mountain. As I said, it wasn't really my... How did I just try and scale there? So I need to turn more that way apparently. Oh, dear me. Okay, head down this way. Not what I wanted to see. Want to avoid this giant because he looks like a particularly mean person you don't want to mess with. But if it comes to it, I might... Uh oh, run. Run, 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 run. Okay, got out of there. Yeah, I got Elder Scrolls Online and I didn't really fancy it that much, to be honest. It changed so much of the game that it just wasn't what I wanted. So I then waited for Fallout 4, which was absolutely amazing. Absolutely loved Fallout 4. And I feel that Fallout 4 again stepped up the game massively. Story was a little bit odd. I have to admit, the story of Fallout 4, towards the end part, I'll not spoil it for anyone, but it did leave me a little bit more confused than what I would expect a game normally to do. But that's the fun of it. It went into a real tangent, and I realised that I'm completely lost trying to get here. I'm scaling up the side of a mountain that I'm not sure if it's what I should be scaling up or not, because it was up fairly high up the hill. Do you know something? I'll meet you at Riverwood. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so at Riverwood now, I think if I remember rightly now, you do have to come from Riverwood to find the easy way up the hill. So, kind of serves me right. I'm trying to climb a huge mountain. It's never going to end up well, was it? So, just cross to the water, and we'll head up to Bleak's Falls Barrow. Now, the adventure inside here could be... oh god, I'm lost again! If you can't tell, I'm really bad with directions. So it must be over this way, I think. Must have to go over this way and walk up that way, I think. God, I do apologise, as I say I'm terrible with directions, but we will get there so that our story can continue on. Yeah, this looks better. Stairs. Stairs are always a good sign, by the way, people. If you see stairs, you know you're roughly going in the right direction or end up somewhere along the line. Oh, nice bunny. So we'll head up these stairs and up the mountain, and we will hopefully head towards where we need to go.
Now,
Oh,
ain't this a surprise?
No. Not what I wanted. Right. I'll change to a war axe. Just for... Okay, so managed to get rid of this bandit. Good Jesus.
Put you down! I'll mount your head if I want!
Just this. So try to avoid their arrows. Right. Take their gold. Jesus. So attack. I jump over them. Great idea.
You'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead!
There we go. And it's taken care of. And that's more like the kind of difficulty I'm looking for, so... Silver Ignite, yeah, I'll take that. Fur armour. There's nothing really that's going to provide a distinct advantage, so I'm just going to leave that where it was, so maybe heading further up the hill, so we're back this way. I think we have a bit of interest up there. sorry, wrong directions yet again. Did I have the right bit? I think I was. No. Go this way. What's up here? Oh. Right. She didn't look best amused. I think I was at the right bit before and I just walked away from it. Golly. I'll cut out all this bone stuff and I'll see you at the top. Okay guys, looks like we're a bit closer to home and where we should be now. This looks more likely what the opening of Bleak Falls Barrows is meant to look like. And turns out I'm right. So we'll have a little peek inside and see what's what. Does look a fairly isolated place. Well, it is a ruin, but it does look.
Must be my imagination.
Let's see if we can pick. Uh-oh. I've seen this. Oh, Christ. One more. Oh, back to the blood axe. Just rush on it.
It's nothing.
By the way, red markers on the top HUD shows an enemy. I think there looks to only be one over this direction. Another archer. So again, try and rush. There we go. So no more red markers on the HUD. Looks to be pretty clear. This is about to almost the perfect time. So have a hunting bow, we'll take that. Lockpith bow, studded armour. Yeah, it's light armour. Let's go with that. Again, sorry I've left another person unclothed, so we'll go into our trail and put on. Managed to find one of these kicking about as well, so that'll be handy for having with our war axe to help. I need that one in more. Studded armour. There we go. So that'll be able to help with us come block in more efficiently. What did this chap have? He had more arrows, didn't he? More arrows, will take that. Already got a longbow, so no need for the other part. And this bandit here, steel battle axe, I'm not interested really in two-handed weapons. Nothing else is going to provide any more benefit for us armour wise. So let's just have a little peek inside. Well, a little peek inside, and then from there we can see what we're going to do next. So looks a fairly open ruin. You can see a couple of bandits over there, so I'll need to take care of them. Before I do that though, you may have noticed slightly earlier it came up with the experience bar full, saying that we're now able to level up. You can now see that the skills perk is actually changed on our B menu to say level up. So we will go up here. Now, leveling up, when level increases, you must choose to increase your health, magicka, stamina. You can also select a new perk at this time or save it for later. Available perks are highlighted in each constellation. So, I always like to start off with getting a decent amount of health first of all, just my own personal preference. Now, for Forfan of Ystad, there are quite a few different constellations, all with different skills in it. We have archery, one hand, sneak, lock picking, a lot of different ideas, and here's the schools of magic and enchanting into more, in fact, it's almost perfectly based off with the warrior perks that we saw with the standing stone in episode 1, and here we go into the stealth perks in the green, and blue brings you into the mage perks. So because we're going with stealth, I think we shall start off there using what we've got to our advantage. So we have the option of archery, light armour, sneak, lockpicking, pickpocket and speech. Now, to be honest, the only ones that we've managed to use so far are light armour and archery, one-handed in the warrior perk. So, archery, first perk, bows do 20% more damage now. To unlock these ones you do need to reach the relevant level, but you do also need the perk below. So to get this one, you have to have this one as well as level 30. So there's quite a few nice ones in the archer perk. Able to move faster with thrown bow, 15% damaging paralysing target, can draw bow quicker, arrows stagger all but largest opponents half the time, eagle eye, and you can actually get zoom in as well. I quite like using, and because of the character we're going for in this one, that's going to have ranged attacks as well as melee attacks, I think this is a good one to start with at least. So we've picked our perk Overdrawn. We are now level 2 Forfan of Ystad the Nord. So it looks like there is some people up ahead, so we're going to get a little bit more sneaky. We're going to edge up on them, so it looks like they've had some fun previously killing some passerbyers, which is not great. A lot of skeevers, which are just basically rats. And this is another bandit though instead. No sympathy there. Stop making noise.
That cartel wants to go on ahead, let him. Better than us risking our heads.
What if Arben doesn't come back? I want my share from that cloak.
Just shut it. Keep an eye out.
So these are bandits, so these are always going to be enemies. Now I'm going to take advantage of the sneak bonus because it means I can get a head start on them. So if I just take out this chap here, and again that's one done, and we're going to have an archer battle here, which I won. So archery now level 17. We have the bandit here that we took down first of all. To be honest, he wasn't wearing much in the first place, so no wonder arrow's done quite a bit, and I'll retrieve the same arrow that I killed him with. Hunting bow, I think it has the same effect. Woodcutter's axe, it's quite a basic weapon you can use or to cut arrows. Looks like I got a shot, an arrow to the knee. Yes, an arrow to the knee. I'll point out that reference later, I'll actually go looking for it to tie that in. But here's our first bandit that took an arrow to the knee. And it looks like we've got a fair one in the abdomen as well. So again, they had a hunting bow. It's not going to give that much of a difference, to be honest. Studded armour, hide boots, hide bracers. I'll take the rest of your arrows. And an iron dagger again, I'm not going to take. It started there, it did say about the golden claw. So I think it started off another mission for us while we're in here. So what I'll do is see what's in this box first of all, since we've unlocked it. Some more gold, great. So now just before we head any further in, I'm going to save it because this is where it's going to get interesting. I'm going to call that for the end of part 2, and the next part we'll be taking care of the rest of retrieving the Dragonstone for our mission at Bleak Falls Barrows, and also the Golden Claw, because we overheard a group of bandits talking about the Golden Claw that they've recently stolen. Apparently one of the bandits is taking the claw further into Bleak Falls Barrow. So in the next episode we're going to be taking care of both of these missions. At the moment I'm going to, as I said, we'll cut it here, and for episode 3 that'll be what we're doing. If you want to stay tuned and keep updated with it, please remember to like and subscribe my page. It'll help me massively and it'll keep you up to date with all the latest videos and going-ons. In my channel there is also going to be other things going on at the same time. This is only going to be one part of it. I am planning to start drifting soon, getting into motorsport, also how to run a car on a shoelace budget, so that'll be coming up as well as lots of other general things that go on. As I said, we can take them as they come, so I'm just going to save up here. Thanks guys for watching. Corey signing out.